So what should you do if you receive the Johnson & Johnson vaccine? You might be thinking about that. Well, first thing you need to know, the likelihood of you developing any side effects is extremely low. Doctors at UAB say you really shouldn't be concerned.
You know, even somebody who got a vaccine today with J&J or maybe yesterday with the J&J vaccine, the likelihood of them coming down with this is extremely small. If you have a better chance of dying in the car, in an accident in your car on the way to get vaccinated than you are to get this event, a much better chance.
Now, nationally, 7 million people have received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Here in Alabama, the number is at about 20,000. But at this point, it's likely much higher because the State Department of Public Health has not released any new vaccine data in at least a month. Well, turning our attention to where we stand in the fight against COVID-19, Alabama seeing pandemic lows in terms of test positive rates. 77,000 people tested between the week of the 3rd and the 10th. Both weeks returned a 4.5% positivity rate. Now, looking at hospitalizations, just 327 being treated throughout our state right now. That's the fewest number of patients we have seen in more than a year. 76 million Americans now fully vaccinated. The CDC says about 5,800 of them have been infected anyway. That's less than 0.1% of the people who received the shot. And this is the first indication of just how effective those vaccines really are. The CDC, or the officials there, can say still everybody get vaccinated. Certainly the best thing we can do. Well, here in the Magic City, officials are now planning on using one of Birmingham's latest sporting events of the year to help more people get vaccinated.
We will have an opportunity to vaccinate residents, whether they're from Birmingham and or Montgomery or Huntsville.
Oh, you know all about it. The Magic City Classic. It should draw 17,000 fans or so to Central Alabama. The mass vaccination site at Legion Field will be extended to Saturday. Administration logistics have yet to be decided. Now, if you're going to the Classic, there are a couple things you need to know. Of course, we're talking about the changes in place because of this pandemic. Normally, tailgaters camp out for days, dozens of street vendors there. None of that's going to be allowed this year. There's also no parade, and here's the biggie: pregame, postgame activities, and the traditional halftime show, the Battle of the Bands, Alabama State and Alabama A&M, is also out. David Russell has been attending the Magic City Classic since 1969. He hasn't missed a single Classic. He says it certainly doesn't feel like Magic City Classic week, but he's trying to be optimistic.
It's bigger than a football game, much bigger than a football game. We just hope that everything go well, we get this virus behind us so we can really make it something historical.
That's David Russell, and that is a fan. We also won't be expecting the crowds that we normally see there. Capacity inside Legion Field has been reduced to just 25%. Again, the big game between Alabama State and A&M kicks off 6:30 p.m. on Saturday. Well, today there's a chance for the folks down in Chilton County to get vaccinated. There's a clinic at Union Grove Baptist in Jemison, and it opened at 9 o'clock this morning, so it's been open for a few hours. It'll run till 4 o'clock or until doses run out. An appointment is not needed. Again, this is for first doses only. A second dose clinic will be held on May 12th, so mark that down. At Homewood, nursing students at Samford University getting hands-on experience, and this is really cool. Students actually vaccinating their classmates. They say it's both emotional and confidence boosting.
Just to know that we're all going to be that much safer going into, the real world with the pandemic.
Even though we're not giving CPR or calling a code, a little poke can go a long way, and we're helping. So it's awesome to be a part of.
It is awesome. If you need more information about the COVID vaccine, grab your phone right now. Okay, we want you to open up that phone, get the camera going, and scan the code right off our screen with your phone camera. That's going to send a link that'll take you right to the vaccine section of the WVTM 13 app. It is there. You can find resources to help you sign up for appointments and so much more. Well, Alabama has until the end of the year to spend its remaining CARES Act funds. What's left over from the $1.8 billion goes back to Washington, D.C. So far, our state has $82 million left to be used. Among others, the $1.7 billion has already gone to food banks, schools, and hospitals. A second round of pandemic EBT benefits will be given to eligible students. They start rolling out in late spring or early summer. Now, this is available to those who lost access to free or reduced lunch due to virtual or hybrid learning. No application required here. The benefits will come on a card in the mail. Be on the lookout.